creating and planning and decorating all the trees you see here. Months before the rest of us. Come on, let's applaud. We have the best volunteers in the city of Chicago. They spend hours and hours and hours and months even planning what you see here today, well before we even start thinking about the holidays. Now also, you've got to see them perform. You know, we have our volunteers that perform and dance and sing throughout the holiday season on our holiday stage over here. So be sure and see that. So this is a very special tradition at the Museum of Science and Industry. Christmas around the world and holidays of light have been here for 69 years. This is the 69th year that we've held this celebration. It began in 1942 as a salute to the Americans and our allies during World War II. We had one tree in the first year, only one tree. And on that tree were the customs representing 12 different countries. Today, anybody counted the trees yet? No. Well, you got to count them. We have over 50 trees today. I want you to count and tell me exactly how many. Over 50 trees from nations all over the world. So take your time and go around and see these because you'll really learn a lot about the customs and the traditions of other countries from all over the world. Also, don't forget to look at the displays that we have that celebrate Hanukkah, the Chinese New Year, and Ramadan as well, okay? So be sure and do all of that. Now before we light, we're going to light the 45-foot grand tree that's behind me in just a minute. But before we do that, I want you to meet a very special guest here at the museum. Okay? Kate, come on up. Please welcome Kate McGrory. Kate is a pretty special guest here. She's the winner of the Month at the Museum experiment. You've heard about this. She's been living here 24/7 for the last 30 days straight. Every single day and night she has lived here in the museum for the last 30 days. She's been a great roommate. She's not a scientist, but she's been eating and breathing and sleeping science ever since she's been here. And no one in the history of the museum has ever had an all-access pass. And she's been able to go anywhere in the museum. She's seen every nook and cranny of the museum, all 14 acres. And she's shared all of those things she's seen and all those adventures with people all over the world. Thousands of people have followed her on her blog, monthatthemuseum.org, and on Facebook and Twitter. And millions have seen her on TV and in the newspapers and heard her on the radio. Now, I'm very sad to say that this is the 30th day of Kate's visit at the museum, so it's the last day. And she wears on her shirt the day that she has left to go. So she's out of days, this is it. So we want to thank Kate for being a part of this great experiment here at the museum. She's picked up a lot of science knowledge, and more importantly, we hope she's going to be joining the rest of the real world with more questions about science than she's learned here at the museum yet. Just like a scientist, she's going to have questions going on in the future. We've got a couple of special gifts for her. First, a lifetime membership to the Museum of Science and Industry. So she can come back and stay as long as she wants, as many times, but she can't spend the night every time. And then we have a very special scrapbook about her visit and her time that she spent here at the museum. So please join me in welcoming Kate McGrory. She's going to say a few words.
Thank you so much, David. I want to send out an amazingly huge thank you to the entire museum staff. From the moment I walked in, I have felt nothing but welcomed into my new home. I know I might not have always looked awake, but I have appreciated every single hello, every single wave good morning, every